For most of the last 4 years, Chantel Jones lived in a homeless shelter on Los Angeles' Skid Row, hating the danger, noise and confinement. "You feel like you're in jail, but you're not in jail," she recalled. Like tens of thousands of other people dealing with homelessness in Los Angeles, Jones, who is Black, entered the housing system through an intake survey administered by a case manager. She was asked several intensely personal questions about her history, such as whether she used drugs or talked to the police after witnessing a crime. Her responses, solicited to measure her vulnerability, were scored, added up and used to help determine whether Jones would qualify for subsidized permanent housing. This scoring system is called the Vulnerability Index Service Prioritization Decision Assistance Tool, or VI-SPDAT. When Jones discovered that she had scored too low to get placed in housing, she said she kept asking the case manager for an explanation. "He didn't know," she said. An investigation by the nonprofit newsroom The Markup has found that Jones' case fits a pattern. An analysis of more than 130,000 VI-SPDAT surveys taken in the Los Angeles area as far back as 2016 found that white people received scores considered high acuity, or most in need, more often than Black people, and that gap persisted year over year. The disparity is particularly stark among those who took a variation of the survey designed for people under 25. In 2021, 67% of unhoused white young adults scored enough to be in the highest priority group, compared with 56% of Latino young adults and 46% of Black young adults. Among people 25 and older, smaller but similarly persistent disparities favored white adults. In 2021, 39% of white adults were placed in the highest vulnerability group compared with 33% of Black adults and 35% of Latino adults. Longtime observers of Los Angeles' approach to homelessness say scoring disparities in the system are alarming and may mean unhoused Black people are getting less help than they should. The findings come at a time when the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, LAHSA, the independent, joint city and county agency responsible for coordinating homelessness services in LA, plans to stop using the tool after a research team partnering with the agency found the tool had the POT. But with no replacement yet available, the agency continues to rely on it. Despite their lower vulnerability scores, Black people were, according to a 2018 LAHSA report, slightly overrepresented among those in LAHSA's permanent housing programs, compared to the proportion of Black people experiencing homelessness. The opposite was true for Latino people, who were slightly underrepresented.